Welcome to the ultimate Friday the 13th trivia quiz. The only quiz where your knowledge, or lack thereof, of everyone's favorite hockey-masked psycho, Jason Voorhees, is about to be put to the test. I hope you've done your homework, because I'm ready to see how many of you can survive, or if you're just another victim in Camp Crystal Lake. Don't worry, I'll be counting. If you get it right, I might even be impressed. But if you get it wrong, well, let's just say Jason would have caught you by now. Ready? Let's dive in. All right, let's start off with an easy one. What year did the original Friday the 13th movie come out? Is it... I mean, come on, you've got this one, right? Unless you've never seen it, in which case, awkward. Moving on. In the first Friday the 13th movie, who was the killer? Yes, it was Pamela Voorhees, Jason's dear old mom. She was the one doing all the dirty work in the first movie. I hope you didn't pick Jason. That would have been embarrassing. What was Jason Voorhees' signature weapon? Come on. If you got this one wrong, I might just hand you over to Jason myself. It's literally iconic. In which Friday the 13th movie did Jason first wear his iconic hockey mask? Part 3. That's right. Jason finally found his style. The sackhead look just wasn't cutting it. Hockey mask all the way, baby. Which actor famously played Jason in Friday the 13th Part 7 through Jason X? Kane Hodder, the legend himself. No one plays Jason quite like him. He's got that whole silent but deadly thing down. Which Friday the 13th movie takes place in space? Jason X, that's right, because when you've conquered Earth, why not try space? Nothing says horror like zero gravity, am I right? Who was the director of the original Friday the 13th movie? I hope you're not just guessing here, because you should really know this, especially if you call yourself a horror fan. In Friday the 13th Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. How does Jason kill a boxer? Correct. Jason literally punches the guy's head clean off. And they say boxing is a dangerous sport. This guy didn't stand a chance. Which Friday the 13th film was the first to be released in 3D? Because nothing says terror like seeing a machete fly right at your face. In 3D, the 80s were wild, huh? What is the name of the lake where Jason Voorhees drowned? Come on, this one's a gimme. If you don't get this right, Jason's going to be very disappointed, and you know what happens when Jason's disappointed. Which actress played Alice, the lone survivor of the first Friday the 13th? That's right, Adrienne King. She had the guts to take on Mama Voorhees and win. Respect. What unusual item does Jason wear over his face before getting the iconic hockey mask? Before he became the hockey mask-wearing icon, Jason had to improvise with something a little less fashionable. Which installment of the series is titled The Final Chapter? Yep, Part 4. And spoiler alert, it wasn't even close to being the last movie. They just can't quit Jason. Which Friday the 13th movie has the tagline, Jason Goes to Hell? Oh yeah, this one gets weird. Jason goes to hell, but don't get too excited. He doesn't stay there long. Which Friday the 13th movie crosses over with A Nightmare on Elm Street? the crossover of all crossovers. When Freddy met Jason, it was almost romantic, but mostly violent. Which character from the original Friday the 13th survives the attack of Pamela Voorhees? Well done. Alice is our final girl, and she managed to outwit Pamela Voorhees. Let's face it, no small feat when Mama Bear is out for revenge. In Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning, who is the killer? Nice. You didn't fall for the classic Jason trap. Roy Burns was the imposter this time. Good eye. In Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. How is Jason resurrected? Because, of course, when you're an unstoppable killer, a simple lightning strike brings you back from the dead. Totally normal. Which Friday the 13th film introduced the telekinetic character Tina Shepard? Wait, did you actually get that right? Telekinetic powers confirmed. You must be reading my mind, because yes, it's Part 7, The New Blood. Nicely done. Which Friday the 13th film was originally intended to end the series? Exactly. The final chapter was supposed to end it all, but then Jason had so much fun, they just couldn't stop. And that, my brave trivia warriors, brings us to the end. So how'd you do? Did you prove yourself a true Friday the 13th expert, or did Jason claim yet another victim with your terrible guesses? Either way, I hope you had fun playing along. Don't forget to drop your score in the comments below, if you dare, and make sure you hit that subscribe button before Jason comes knocking at your door. Trust me, you'll want to stay ahead of him. But seriously, thanks for watching, folks. And remember, next time you find yourself near Crystal Lake, maybe skip the camping trip. Just a suggestion.